Quickly, grab your phone, open up the camera, and let's talk about content development. Shalom everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk Video. We're going to talk about content development. Hope you got your phone out because we're going to go through the settings real quick. Now, on a lot of new phones, you have a new camera app. It's pretty fun, pretty interesting, and most of your phones film 4K. So, why aren't you capturing content? Why aren't you putting things on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and things like that? Well, maybe you don't know how to develop that content. Alright, Zeph's here to help you out. Here's number one. I like to do things in threes for whatever reason. But hey, let's go. Alright, so number one, open up your phone and just film some stuff. Make sure to fiddle around with the settings, you know, when you're sitting at food or when you're in that private throne area. Fiddle with your camera. Figure out how it works. The aperture, the f-stop, and all that stuff is not really hard. It's just what's in focus, what's not in focus, what's light and what's not light. Let more light in your camera, let less light in your camera. And you're going to figure out the ins and outs and the do's and don'ts as you go along. It's not always about having the most pristine footage, but it's about having footage. So make sure to play with your camera and figure that out because your phone is a very powerful thing. You'd be surprised that in this little phone, this little box that I don't have a phone to show you, but in this little box that we have, there's more computing power than what landed the moon rover. Yeah, I know some of you guys don't believe we landed on the moon, but hey, there's more power in that phone than what potentially landed us on the moon. So there. Number two, tell a story. Have a reason why you're opening up your camera. Cool things are happening, but there's a reason why it's happening. There's an underlying tone of what you're doing that day that caused that thing to happen. Or let's say LeBron James just walked into your restaurant. Well, what were you doing that day that led up to that? Or, you know, show somebody cooking something. Or what did you make him? What did he ask for? You know, capture that story and tell that story. Don't just show him, but show something about him in your restaurant. And number three, perfection is not king. Content is. Content is king. So, as long as you've done those first two, you played with your camera, you kind of know how it works, you've gotten used to it, you film in 4K whenever possible. When you're on Instagram, you film long ways, and when you're on everything else, you film horizontally, those kinds of things. Now that you do that, and you learn to tell a story, I mean, that's simply just saying the things that come out of your mouth if you were going to tell somebody that, right? As long as you're doing those things, and then you put the content out, you don't really have to worry about making it perfect. It doesn't have to be Hollywood. Sometimes imperfection is the best perfection because it shows authenticity. And that's what we want to get to. Authenticity. You want to be authentic in your business. You don't want to be fake. So don't put on a suit and be like, hi, I'm Mr. So-and-so. Just be you. And your tribe is going to gather around you. That's how we create content. If you look in the link down below or some of the information down below, you're gonna get some apps and some things that you can use on your phone to edit and do those kinds of things. Make sure to enjoy that content. Share it with somebody. I know you know somebody who owns a business, or maybe you know somebody who wants to start one. Everybody's got to start somewhere, and video's the most powerful tool that you could possibly use for your business today. If you want to get in touch with me so that we can get started on your video projects today, click the link below and let's talk video.